Hi members and skippers. We've seen some people having issues in the mooring field through the season with strong current. Most recently I've seen skippers having challenges casting off from the mooring, making sure to avoid running over the mooring lines. Sometimes boats will proceed going right next to the mooring with mooring lines coming alongside the boat, very close to the motor, switching into neutral gear and kind of hoping that they don't get their props fouled up in those lines. And sometimes actually getting entangled in the mooring lines and having an issue as they're exiting. So what you can do to avoid that is, as you have two mooring lines on the boat, always, if it's safe to do so, cast off first your western mooring line, which will help you turn the boat towards the river where you're trying to exit to, and then make a strong movement as you go into gear to turn the bow towards the west by pushing the tiller and the motor away from you while you're sitting on the port side of the boat. As you do that, you may advance this direction so your stern comes a bit closer to the mooring or mooring lines. So just correct that by rotating the boat away from the mooring lines at the stern by doing the opposite movement of the tiller and the motor, bringing them back towards you to the port side of the boat, which will rotate your boat away from the mooring and mooring lines and allow you to exit safely out into the river. And what you have to be considering is, am I in gear? How strong is the current? And is my boat moving relative to the dock and other moorings around, which you should be constantly assessing as you're exiting the mooring field and then returning again. And that'll let you know how much of the motor you need to use, how much throttle to use, depending on how quickly your boat is moving. And you can review as well how to stem the current, staying in one position or turning the bow just slightly against an ebb current in this case, so that your boat will move sideways. If there's very, very minor current in the mooring field at slack conditions, you'll need to do more steering and need to use less engine power to move the boat around. Happy, safe sailing. Hope this helps.